Good morning everyone, I'm James Wallace, Marketing Director for F45. This is one of our first sessions for HIT for Biz, High Interval Intensive Training for Business. Now hopefully you're at the stage where you're looking at opening an F45 gym and you have conducted your local area audit. So you've decided on a territory and you've sat down, had a coffee, you've examined the competitors, you've mapped out some good transport hubs at which there are bottlenecks to promote through for handouts and things. You've looked at car parks in the surrounding area in which to put things on windshields to promote your gym through. And you've got a good idea of the influences in the area. So certain hubs, certain operations, business operations, in which you'd like to target and promote your gym through. So having done your local area audit, I'll then take you through the launch phase of your marketing journey. So the launch phase consists of sort of two key elements, broken into online and offline operations. So the online operations are quite simple. By now, you've got your website from us and you've set up your Facebook page. You're taking advantage of all the lovely posts that head office push out to you. You create an offer which encourages people to attend your gym for a discounted rate. That is to work in conjunction with a Groupon offer that we've created for you. Typically a Groupon offer looks like $19 for 4 weeks training. What that means is we've got people rushing to your gym to trial it, and it makes it easier for you to convert when you've got a fuller gym than you do with sort of lots of gaps. So in an online sense, we've got your website happening, we've got a Facebook offer out there for you, as well as a Groupon offer. So having done your online elements, being your Facebook, website and Groupon offer, we then look at what offline initiatives we start rolling out in your area. So quite simply, there are 10,000 unit letterbox drop into the car parks, business areas and residential areas you've identified in your local area audit. On top of which we do a very important phase where we identify 30 influencers in the area. Those influencers being again the baristas, the hairdressers, physiotherapists, people amongst the community who have high volumes of people walking past them, who are able to train and willing to train. And what we do is we issue those influencers with 100 complimentary passes. So in theory, with 30 influencers out there, all promoting your gym and pushing out 100 complimentary passes, we've got a reach of 3,000 potential people trialling your gym at some point. On top of issuing these influencers with themselves a 6-month pass and then 100 complimentary 2-week passes, we then look at putting a trade promotion lottery at their place of business. So we take up a little bit of real estate, we put a card collection box with our latest promotion, which is a trip for 2 to Hawaii, all expenses paid, first prize, and then the second prize being $1,000 worth of training and the third prize being 2-week complimentary training. We put that card collection box in their place of business, and something we can keep revisiting and topping up the potential gym membership with, filling the funnel, so to speak. Having established our offline and online and other elements of our launch phase, we then have broken up for you the first 4 months. And step by step, week by week, what we'd expect, and again it's only a blueprint of what to do to achieve your goals. And the goal, obviously, in these 4 months is to break even. Okay, so let me give you an example. Month 1. Month 1 involves a community event, 5 posts to Facebook, and card collection. So again, we revisit where we drop the cards at the influencer. We've got cards collected, and we call, invite those people. Well, firstly, let them know they're in the draw for the big prize. Secondly, invite them along for 2 weeks complimentary training. Again, topping up our sales funnel. Week 2, for example, we put out a group text to the existing members saying, hey, what a fantastic week. We really hope you're going well. How are you tracking? Raise any future promotions or events that you've got coming. And secondly, again, 5 Facebook posts. Card collection in week 3, a letter drop. So again, those areas that you identified in your local area audit, those car parks, we drop letters into them to capture those people we probably didn't capture the first time round. Again, 5 posts and then card collection. In week 4, we look at a transport handout. Now this is a funny exercise. We look at bottlenecks within the community, so people going to and from work, and we target them specifically with things like water. Water, no one ever says no to water, and we have a special promotion on the back of the water so that we select our audience by issuing the water. People then look and see a complimentary pass on the back of it. It's a further mechanism to fill your gym. Bananas also work quite well, with a little sleeve, promotional written sleeve on them. And then, let me expand, at the end of that month, we keep a log of what's going on. So, did we do the text for members? Tick. Have we done 4 DJ days that you know you should be doing? What's our Facebook likes? What are our monthly revenue? And how many consultations have we done in that week? Okay, so we then generate a score out of 15, and what does that look like? This is a reference point for you or your manager to look at and keep track of what's going on month by month throughout their gym. So after having done your online and offline pre-launch activities, we then look at the next phase, which is break even, phase 2. Now what we've created here is a series of tasks out of 15 to do each month in which you check off, and we believe this is a guideline to success. If you obey by all this and you do 15 tasks per month, we expect that you'll be breaking even in the 4 months. Okay, so what are the tasks? Let's have a quick look at them now. Firstly, week 1, we'd like you to do a community event. What does that mean? Community event is something that's got a bit of profile in the community. It's got uniforms, it's visible to the public. You might choose to do, say, battle ropes outside on the end of a Saturday course. It might be a group run, that sort of thing. Okay, on top of that, each week we recommend putting out 5 posts. Now, you'll be supplied 2 posts a day through head office through our social media manager. Take advantage of that. You may also wish to do localised posts that pertain to some local event in your area. On top of the 5 posts, we also look at card collection. Now, just revisiting what we talked about in phase 1, card collection is basically going back to those 30 influencers areas. We've got the card collection points, going back and getting those cards, and then trying to call to acknowledge that they've been put in the major draw, or texting and emailing them if you don't get through, with the fact that you recognise they're in the draw and you're offering them 2 weeks complimentary. So effectively, every week we've got an activity that's filling that sales funnel with potential members. Okay, what does week 2 look like? It's a group text. Group text simply is just that, a motivational message that goes outside to your existing database. Might be simple like, today's decision is next month's body. Something simple and motivational like that, but again is designed to keep you front of mind in the potential members' thinking. So, second week, 5 posts again, card collection. Third week, letter drop. Initially, we talked about in the local area audit, identifying certain areas in which you can drop a series of letters in to top the funnel up with a special offer. We'd like to think that in the downtime, the PTs are out there putting out these letters to fill that funnel even further. 5 posts, card collection. In week 4, we look at doing a transport handout. Now simply, again, going back to your local area audit, you will have identified certain bottlenecks, if you like. Bus stops, train stations, areas in which people funnel through on their day-to-day lives to and from work. Now here we have an opportunity to hand out water. No one says no to water. Or we look at bananas, or some little gesture that will keep people interested and able to read, give them a little bit of time to read what's on that particular item. Water, we just have a complimentary 2-week pass on the back of, like we do with a little sleeve and a banana. We find that's a very effective way to A, target an audience, and B, have them actually take up that thing that you're offering. This exercise is repeated throughout months 1 to 4, and by that time we expect you to be at break-even point. Okay, great. So basically we've got your activities on a month-by-month basis. Briefly at the end of each month we have a little bit of a checklist. So out of all those month's activities, which are 15 of them, we also have added a monthly thing to do, which is text members offer your attendees towel and water, ensure that you've done 4 DJ days, track your likes, revenue and your consultations. Your consultations being finding out the needs, aspirations and goals of those gym attendees. So that's a sit down where you also get an opportunity to do several other things that we'll discuss later in the series, but it's an investment in that person that you can revisit and determine how they're going on the basis of you've got their aspirations at a point in time. Okay, having done that on the 4 months, we'd expect to be at break even. We then have a launch party. So here we would have had a soft launch. Here we have a real launch party. We've got real members and a sense of community. Okay, so what do the next 4 months look like? Your profit period. Basically, they're the same tasks repeated, only you're enjoying the benefits of having a full paying gym, and hopefully by the end of month 8, you're up near 180 members.